Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Yeah, and he'll... Managed to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go. Red 38. Flight 97.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Get me. Let's go. Let's go.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 2nd and 2, Lance got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance, this to McLaurin out on the left side. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Lance going to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. When you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Forced out to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Lance. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 9 carries, 62 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Chargers had 12-3 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. from the gun to give to Mixon. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Lance's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Here's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
On second and goal, Lance. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Wisely will throw that one away.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Screen pass, it's Matthews. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. Right side, Claypool's got it.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he spins past him and into space. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance looks to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll field this at the 5. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll drop to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barry. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
17.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in week.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter as this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half. Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign. His guys will get it at the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Chargers ready to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
Hooked up by Divine Diablo. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Let's go. Let's go.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. From the gun, it's Lance. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Lance looking to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Again, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Lance. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Lance. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
2nd down at 4.
Back to throw again. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Lance. Flushed out right.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Lance. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Lance. And this one too low. Josh Palmer, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to speed things up here. Second and 9 now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again, Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From midfield, here's Lance. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now. And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Spencer. And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lance now on 1st down. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now Lance again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd down and goal. Lance steps away to his left.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.